Hey, what's going on, team? So a very, very slow day altogether. So I did end the overall day on a green note. So $203.05. You guys can see a total of 14 orders. I made so many mistakes today with this quick change of direction that natural gas began to have. So again, market opens at 7:30. We're showing signs of a descending pattern. What's new? Natural gas is selling off. I'm focusing on degas. And as soon as I focus on degas, the natural gas begins to pick up and then gets rejected and pushes up and then gets rejected. Natural gas was just all over the place. One of the things that I began to pick up on is that I just was not working well with the way that it was trading. So yes, I did come out on top when it came down to yes, I ended the day on a green note, but I was just doing such a horrible job with my entries and exits that after I hit $200 profit, I just called it a day. So let's go ahead and get into today's main topic about the American Express Platinum card. All right, there it is. So this is my first solid card, and by solid, I mean, I don't know, it's pretty baller, right? And one of the things that I first wanted to start off this video with is talk about, a big surprise that I was kind of caught off guard with. When you see someone have this type of solid card, it's almost like a status, right? And one of the things that I discovered a couple days ago is when looking into applying for this card, I learned that you didn't have to be someone that made 6 figures or 7 figures a year, which I think is absolutely amazing. You guys know that on this YouTube channel, we're all about empowering people to save money and get the biggest bang for their buck. And when I got a better understanding of what it takes to actually qualify for this card, there's been many people that have qualified for this card that make as little as $40,000 a year. In no way am I saying that $40,000 a year is a little bit of money. I'm just saying that, if I were to tell you that, every person that you saw with this Amex Platinum card that made $40,000 a year, I feel like it would catch a lot of people off guard, as that's not something that I was well aware of. And I think that's very empowering, and there's 3 main focuses, according to my understanding, that they focus on when it comes down to qualifying for this Platinum American Express card. The first thing is, again, your income still has to somewhat be there. So $40,000 a year is, I think, one of the lowest price points that I've seen people still qualify for this card. The second thing is you want to make sure that you have a good credit score. One of the reasons that I applied for this card is I hope opening another credit line and being able to pay it off again continuously on time can push me over that 800 limit. One of the last things is you want to make sure that you have a good debt to income ratio. I think this is very empowering, and if not the most empowering part. We're all about, working hard and saving our money. And I think American Express Platinum is a true symbol for this, because they're allowing people that make $40,000 a year, which is not an enormous amount of money, still qualify for a very prestigious type of card. And the really cool thing about that is that, you want to be a true cavalier with your finances. And although I say that in a joking way, I truly do mean it. I think it pays off to, be financially savvy and to not spend more than you make. And I think that is exactly why it is that they created this. But one of the things that you must know about this card is that this is a card that you have to pay off every single month. And this only makes it that much more clear why American Express is only qualifying people that are, either very well off or are very good with their money, because that they're not gonna, spend more than they make. And one of the reasons that I also wanted to make this video, and this is gonna be very quick, is everyone always has their own opinions about why this card is 100% worth it. I'm not here to try to convince you. One of the main reasons that I decided to apply for this card is, well, my friend Graham actually sent me his referral link, and it was 75,000 points that I earned if I at least spent $5,000 within the first 3 months. And the true benefit from that is not converting those 75,000 points into dollars. What I plan to do with it is the TechBuds team and I plan to travel for the next couple of months, and I want to make sure that I seek the benefit of these travel points. I'm able to take 2 round-trip flights around the United States. And then on top of that, one of the biggest reasons that I see so much value in this card is because of us planning to travel. And when we travel, we tend to take pretty expensive equipment. Like this camera that I'm filming with right now, it's about $6,000. And one of the things that I was not aware of is their tier 3 protection, meaning that if I'm traveling and I purchased this before I left, I have 120 days that if it's damaged, lost, or stolen, I actually get reimbursed. And by being an American Express Platinum member, it should be at very little, if not no hassle. And again, that is a true benefit. It's almost like an insurance for me by being able to utilize this card, seek the benefits of the travel points, and then on top of that, have that over my head that I'm almost like insured for at least the first 120 days, especially during my travels, as we know that can be hectic and, be prone to losing something or getting something stolen. I am at least protected. And if I were to lose this $6,000 camera, then I'm not out $6,000, which then at least for me and my intentions comes at a huge value. I can 100% see that, if you don't travel much or you're not buying maybe too expensive equipment that you will need to have some form of insurance, it would 100% then wouldn't make sense in that aspect. But I've seen other people kind of like seek the benefits of having access to different lounges because of what this card gives you access to. I'm not someone that goes to a lot of games. I'm not someone that cares to go in these very high class lounges. I'm not a very high class person, so I won't really make sense of this card by trying to make sense of trying new things. I wanted to make sure that this card made sense to me based off of my intention and what I'm already doing, and that's traveling and buying expensive equipment. And I want to make sure that I can then seek the benefits of the travel points, and then on top of that, also benefit from that form of insurance with that tier 3 protection. So that's really just my opinion. I'll leave a link down below, so for those that are interested, you guys can learn a little bit more about the American Express Platinum card and to see if it's a good fit for you. One of the last things that I want to leave you with is, again, it does have that $550 yearly fee. The way that I would look at this, and I'm telling you this as an individual that applied for this card, is don't try to make sense of the $550 fee by justifying it with those little credits that they give you. If you're actually already going to be using that, then great, it does make sense. But if you think that you're like, okay, well, I guess I can use Uber a little bit more because they're giving me $100 Uber credit, that just doesn't make sense. There's no reason that you should try to make sense of it, and simply approach it as in, will it actually benefit the things that I'm already doing as an investor, as an entrepreneur, and overall give me peace of mind? And what do you value that at? So I really do appreciate you guys' time. One of the last things that I want to remind you is that if you guys have ever wanted to watch me trade live during the crude oil report, it's one of my favorite days to day trade in the stock market. It's this crude oil report that is released 1 hour after the market opens, and that is going to be tomorrow. So if you guys want to join us for that crude oil report live trading session, I'm going to put the second link down below. You're going to learn a little bit more about the Learn Plan Profit group and to see if it's a good fit for you. Don't forget to join our free Facebook group with that third link down below. And again, don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. I really do appreciate you guys' time. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.